Hello, what's going on, everyone? Thank you so much for joining me here today at Narcissism 101 Cracking the Code with me, Paul Wisdom. All right, so before I get into it, like usual, I just want to say if you want a one on one session, you can email me at paul.wisdom_03 at hotmail.com. Or if you want to talk on the phone, you can send me a text message at 647-406-3057. If you want to call, just send a text and just let me from that number and just let me know you want to call and talk about your experience. If you have an emergency, if you have something you just want to talk about, if you just need more advice, if you just need more clarity on what narcissism is, or if you just want to talk, I'd be more than happy to help you out with your situation. All right, so for today, what we are going to cover and what the question is today is, what is the narcissist's favorite narcissistic abusive tactic? I know many content creators haven't covered this one, so I'm going to be covering it today and I'm going to be answering the question. So, if I was to ask you, what is the narcissist's favorite narcissistic abusive tactic? What would your answer be? You can drop a comment below if you want to take a stab at it, if you want to take a guess. Okay. Well, I have an answer for you. You may think it's, manipulation, blame shifting, triangulation, intentional argument, goalposting, moving the goalposts, boundaries, whatever it may be. I have an answer for you guys, and it's gonna be quite interesting. I'm gonna explain why that's the answer. Why this is the narcissist's favorite narcissistic abusive tactic. You guys ready? Okay. The answer is gaslighting. Yes! That's the answer. If you guessed it, you are right. The answer is gaslighting. This is the narcissist's favorite abusive tactic. And here's why. I'm going to explain why. The answer is because we have to remember narcissists thrive off of what? If you've been watching my videos, chaos, confusion, and control. So, if that's the case, if this is what narcissists thrive off of, if this is what they do, this is their bread and butter, if this is how they get people stuck, think about it for a second. Gaslighting is chaos, confusion, and control. Now, how is that? Somebody who's new to my channel, you're going to ask me the question, well, how is that? Well, I'll answer. So, narcissists, yes, they thrive off of chaos, confusion, and control. So this happens with gaslighting because when the narcissist gaslights you, when they try to confuse, and by the way, if you're new to my channel, if you're new to learning about narcissism, thank you for being here. Gaslighting is when the narcissist is making you doubt your sense of reality, that what you think, what you say, that it's all not true. And again, why do narcissists gaslight? I'm going to explain that as well. Narcissists gaslight because they want to make you become dependent on them. They want you to stop thinking about because narcissists know what they're doing, right? I've made a video on that. Narcissists know what they're doing, and we should know this by now. Narcissists, they know what they're doing. They know that everything that you are saying is right and they are wrong. The narcissist knows that they are the polar opposite of you, that they know that everything that they say is contradictory to what you are saying, right? And everything you're saying is contradictory to what they are saying, okay? And so the narcissist, you have to keep in mind, because they want to cause chaos in your life. When they gaslight you, when they say something that makes you doubt your sense of reality, they are creating chaos in your life. They are causing a big chaos in your life. They're making you mad. They're making you upset. They're making you explain yourself. That's another thing that narcissists love. Narcissists love when you explain yourself to them, because what that does is that gives them power over you, number one. And number two, they love seeing you go crazy about things that they know that they have created. They know that they're confusing you. They know that they're making you mad. They know that they're making you go crazy trying to prove a point, because they thrive off of this. It makes them happy. Your misery is their happiness. They get happy from seeing you miserable. I know it sounds crazy and nasty, but this is what narcissists do, okay? The other thing is that now that the narcissist has caused this much chaos in your life, now that they've made you doubt yourself, they've made you go crazy trying to explain something to them or trying to prove a point. Now that they create this chaos in your life, now they can cause confusion, and now they're confusing you. See, when they've got you in a chaos, when they've got your mind spinning around in circles, now you're becoming confused. Right now you're in a state of confusion where you don't know, what to do next. You don't know what to say to them. You don't know how to better get your point across. Now you're confused because now the narcissist has caused your mind to spin around in circles, and now they've confused you, right? And after they've confused you, now that you're confused, now that they've got your mind, right? Now they can control you. Now they can control everything about you. They can isolate you. Now they can, after they isolate you, they can smear campaign you behind your back. While they're smear campaigning you, they can triangulate you. They can bring another person into the relationship or marriage or whatever your situation you're in with a narcissist, and they can now use that person to make you feel small. They can use that person to and sometimes, sadly, the person that they're triangulating you with may not even exist. They may just be an imaginary person. And the narcissist does this to make you jealous. The narcissist does this to make you feel inadequate, to make you feel as though you're nothing to them, right? So you have to keep in mind that the narcissists, they thrive off of these things, right? And what better way to get this of these three things, chaos, confusion, and control, what better way to get all these things off the ground than to gaslight you, right? To control your mind. Because everything starts in where? The mind, right? It's interesting, when I was a kid, I still consider myself young, but when I was much younger, my dad, he taught me and my brothers a saying, and it goes something like this. Watch your thoughts, they become words. Watch your words, they become actions. Watch your actions, they become your character. And then watch your character, it becomes your destiny. Now, why am I saying this phrase? I'm saying this because realize how in this saying, it starts with watch your thoughts, right? So your thoughts are where everything starts. And the narcissist knows this. They know that the way that you think is totally different from the way that they think. And so they say to themselves, if I can cause chaos within this person's mind, if I can make them doubt their reality and confuse them and throw them off, and now their head is spinning at thousands of miles an hour, now that I've created that confusion, now I can control the way that they think. See that? You see, guys? Yeah, so the narcissist, their favorite tactic is, believe it or not, gaslighting. And they're narcissists are very famous for gaslighting, right? Because they have to start somewhere, right? When they first meet you, they need to tell you everything that you need to hear. And then once you confront them about this at a later date and you find out that something's off between them, and then they say, no, I didn't say that. That's not true. Now you're the one that's confused. Now you're confused because you're just like, no, you did say that. I'm very sure that you said that. And then they give you the silent treatment, and then they will probably throw a rage fit at you because now you're coming on to them. Now you figured them out. And once they and know this, guys, when you do something to throw off the narcissist, they don't know how to respond. Because they are so accustomed to winning the game, winning their confusion game, that when somebody catches on to their nonsense, now they don't know what to do. They're stuck. It's like you have them cornered. It's almost like, think of a cat and a mouse, right? When a cat sees a mouse, when a cat corners a mouse most times has nowhere to go because they're cornered, right? Same thing with the narcissist. When you have caught onto their game, they now don't know where to go. They don't know what to say. That's why many times they say, and this is something my ex-wife who was a narcissist did. Many times when I was catching on to her, and many times when it almost seemed as though I had her cornered, many times she would say something to the effect of, I don't know how to respond to that. What do you want me to say? I don't know what that means. That was one of the main things she said. I don't know what that means, when really truly she knew what I meant. She was just playing stupid, and she was doing it to again gaslight me, to control, to cause chaos, to make me explain myself, and then to cause confusion. Now I'm confused, and now they can control how I think. They can control my mind. They can control what I say. They can control what I do because they now have control of my mind. They play a lot of mind games with people through gaslighting. And gaslighting is very dangerous. I want you guys to know this. It's very dangerous. So here's the thing with gaslighting. Anytime you're dealing with someone, it's a pro tip. Anytime you're interacting, let's say that. Anytime you're interacting with someone, and you find that every time you interact with them that you always have to second guess yourself, that you're always second guessing the things that you're saying, or you become confused, or the person laughs at you when you say something, or when you're trying to explain yourself. That's what's known as gaslighting, because they're trying to throw you off because they know that you're right. They just want to make you go crazy to prove that you're actually right. This is what narcissists do, and they thrive off of this, and they've been doing this before they met you, and they've been doing this before, they've been doing this forever, all their life, right? And they become so good at it that that it's easy for them. A lot of the times, it's very easy for them, especially because they're doing it to somebody that knows absolutely nothing about narcissism, right? They don't know, they're doing it to someone that doesn't even know what gaslighting is, right? And so narcissists, they are very, very skilled at this, but it's just a matter of catching them on it, catching them and saying, no, you will not gaslight me today. You do not know, you cannot mess with me. And that's what the narcissist doesn't like. They don't like the fact that they can't control. So I just want to mention this also. When the narcissist discards you, and for those who are new to narcissism, discarding is when the narcissist pretty much just gets rid of you. Like, they stop talking to you, or if you're married to them, they just divorce you out of nowhere, and you don't see it coming. It just comes out of left field. Or you're in a relationship with them, and let's say you guys have kids together, they just get up and they just disappear. They just leave. They don't give you any answers. They don't send any messages. They don't say, I'm sorry I left you. They just up and they just leave, right? The narcissist, when they do this, when they discard people, it's not because you were not a good person. I want you guys to and I think I mentioned this in one of my other videos. I just want to reiterate it. It's not because you were a bad person. It's not because you were not providing things for it has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with them, but it has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with the fact that they can no longer gaslight you. They can no longer cause chaos, confusion, and control with you. They no longer can do that because they see that you've caught on. They see that you are too strong for them. They see that you are too good for them. That's why they go off onto another person, because they're hoping that when they leave you, that the new person that they go on to, that they can cause chaos, confusion, and control in their life. The cycle goes around and around and around with chaos, confusion, and control, right? They do this every single day of their lives, whether they're at work, if they have a job, whether they go to the store, whether they're interacting with their families. They do this every single day of their lives because this is their job. I mentioned this on a few podcasts and on a few videos and things like that. When I provide my input, I mentioned that this is a full-time chaos, confusion, and control is a narcissist's job. It's a full-time job for them that they do every single day. It's just that they become accustomed to it, and they're always looking at how they can better manipulate, how they can better gaslight people into them doubting themselves. They're always looking at better ways to gaslight people. And I know it sounds nasty, but it's true. This is what narcissists do every single day, okay? So yeah, guys, I hope that helped you out. Thank you so much again for joining me here at Narcissism 101, Cracking the Code with me, Paul Wisdom, yes. If you have a comment, drop comments below. If you want a one-on-one session, like I said, you can email me at paul.wisdom_03@hotmail.com. or you can send me a text message again at 647-406-3057. If you want to call, like I said, just text that number and just let me know you want to talk about narcissism. I hope that this video helps you out. Drop a comment below if you have other thoughts on what the narcissist the narcissist best the narcissistic abusive tactic the narcissist uses the most, or the one that they love the most. Drop a comment below. If you have anything else you want to mention, I'd be more than happy to get some new knowledge, because I'm always learning myself. I'm always learning about this narcissism thing myself. I just have a different take on it, and many other content creators also have different takes on it as well. And we're all trying to make it aware, because more and more people are finding this stuff out. More and more people are entering narcissistic relationships, unfortunately, and many other people are getting out of them through our videos and through different means. Okay, so yeah, I hope that this video helped you out, and I hope to see you on the next video. Thank you for joining me here again.